everyone, welcome back to the Hometown Kitchen. Today I'm with Sherry Kelly. Hey Sherry.
Hi, Katie.
How are you?
I'm well. How are you today?
I'm good. I'm really excited to make this.
Well, I am too.
What are we cooking today?
Okay, we call it Manicotti. It's beef and cheese manicotti. I don't actually use manicotti noodles. I use jumbo shell noodles.
Okay.
Because they're easier and they don't seem to tear apart as easily.
And anything jumbo has to be delicious.
That's right.
Well, great. Let's get started. What all is going to be going into this? You mentioned beef and cheese, but are there any other special ingredients we need to know about?
Yes. To get this filling, we're going to use the ground chuck or ground beef, something lean, and we're going to go ahead and brown it in the skillet.
Okay.
And we're going to use 1 egg, 3 slices of bread, that sounds strange, mozzarella cheese, Parmesan cheese, and a little bit of milk and some spices. We've got some oregano, basil, and, salt, pepper, garlic powder, that kind of thing.
Great. Well, what should we do to get this kicked off?
So we're going to put the jumbo shells in the boiling water.
Okay. I'll let you do that.
Okay.
Do you want me to go ahead and preheat the oven?
Yes, please.
Perfect. What do you usually set it to?
350.
Okay. So Sherry, do you have any tricks for seasoning the noodles while they cook?
Yes. What I do, you've got to add salt to the pasta. And as Rachel Ray says, this is when they get their flavor. It's in the beginning, we're putting it in the water. And a little bit of oil because you don't want them to stick.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Drain them and tear.
And we'll just wait for that to cook.
That's going to cook, and it takes like 12 to 15 minutes, okay? And then we're going to brown our meat.
Okay. Can we go ahead and start that?
Yeah, we definitely need to.
So Sherry, when do you typically make this dish?
Okay. Well, I make it for my husband's birthday every year.
That's nice.
Yeah. This is his favorite.
I can see why. It looks delicious.
And the kids like it, and so they just learn to come to expect that it's going to be his birthday meal.
Typically. I love that.
Yeah, there you go.
When is his birthday?
When is it? August 7th.
Okay. Well, I'm sure when he smells these ingredients cooking, he remembers that it's his special day. Have you ever made it with any other type of meat or filling?
I haven't. I know that a lot of people will do it with just a cheese filling and probably use a lot of the same spices. And but I haven't. I just make it the same way. Now, through the years, I've tweaked the original recipe a little bit, but this is the original recipe.
Okay.
That I got right off the box.
Oh, that's great.
First time I ever made it. I was probably 22.
Wow.
And I just said,
it's a testament to that recipe.
Yes,
It's been able to stand.
Now it's on the box of the manicotti noodles. So,
okay.
Yep, not the jumbo shells.
That sounds like a good evolution, though, to use the jumbo shells.
It worked better. I found they would rip, and it was just hard to stuff them. This is easy. You just open them up in your hand.
Should we be mixing any of the filling while this is cooking?
Well, yeah, we could go ahead and do that. Let's get started. Okay. We'll do the bread, the egg, milk, and cheese.
And you said there was something interesting about the bread.
Oh, it's so strange.
I'm not sure how you're going to use this.
I know it sounds really weird, but what they want is you just take 3 slices of bread. It says to moisten it. So what I do, I just put water on it.
Okay.
I just turn on the water, and I just sort of run it a little bit under there, and I squeeze the water out. And so it's just mushy.
Well, that's easy enough.
Yep.
So now that you've moistened it, it's going to be actually in the mixture?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So, okay, let's take our egg. Okay. We'll take a little milk. We may add more. We'll just have to wait and see. And then probably about a cup.
Okay. But who measures cheese?
Who measures cheese? Can you have too much? I don't think you have too much cheese.
And with that bag, we've got options.
Definitely. Okay, so I don't have big hands, but I'm going to probably a little more. Okay. And then we're going to use this again.
Okay.
So I'll just put it back right there.
I'm guessing some will go right on top.
Right on top. And we'll put a little bit. My hand's a little wet. You want to help with that?
Yep.
Okay, now I'll try.
We're just going to have to loosen it up for each other.
Maybe third time's a charm.
Maybe we
Try
need
again.
Danny in here. Okay. It's really hard.
Oh, fourth time was a charm. And I don't know how much Parmesan cheese. Not,
We can eyeball that.
yeah, not as much, but you know, it adds a little saltiness.
Yeah, it has a great flavor.
A little nuttiness. I don't know. And
Perfect.
then we'll probably use it again on the top. Okay, so we're going to put some oregano, and I just eyeball it again.
Perfect.
Yep. A little bit of that, and here's some basil.
It smells good.
And I don't know, maybe a teaspoon, some pepper.
Can't go wrong with the basics.
Yeah, I don't think you can do too much pepper either. Well, I guess you can, but. And some salt. And remember the cheeses are salty too. So you don't
That's true. That's a good reminder.
And you could brown your onion and garlic with your meat if you want. I'm just doing it the original way that I did it, and this is how I do it. So I just did some garlic powder, and this is easy. I mean, especially if you're in a hurry to do it this way, and it works. And some onion powder. Okay, let's go ahead and spray our pan.
Okay. How's that look?
It's good. That's perfect. And of course, we don't have the meat in here yet, but we can go ahead and I just put my hands in here. It's just,
It's probably easier with the bread.
Yep. And you got your egg and your milk, and so it's just nice and
Oh,
messy.
yeah.
Nice and messy. This is something you could do with your kids too, you know? They love to get there. Yeah.
I bet they would enjoy that.
Yeah. Mine are a little old now, I don't think they
They don't want to get messy anymore.
want to get messy anymore.
It is almost ready.
Okay. Well, we can go ahead. What we do with the sauce is you can use any sauce you want.
Okay.
You could use your homemade spaghetti sauce, but this is so easy again. This is just a creamy vodka sauce. I love a tomato basil sauce. So I'm going to go ahead and take just a little bit of my sauce and sort of cover the bottom of the pan. And it, for I guess several reasons, it will keep it from sticking. Of course, we did spray some nonstick spray on there too, but it just adds to the flavor.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I just want to do that. I do that with my lasagna as well. And
Then
then
it must be good.
yeah, so then we'll reserve that
Okay.
to pour over the top.
And I think our noodles and the meat is looking ready.
Yeah, let's go ahead and let's drain this meat.
Okay. Yeah, it's nice and browned.
Okay, just pour it right here.
Oh, yeah, it smells good.
Yeah.
And you want it to be fine enough where it can fit into the shell mixture, right?
Absolutely. And if it's cool enough, you know, you can just kind of crumble it up in your hands if you want.
Oh, yeah, that
Yeah,
looks good.
it smells good, doesn't it? I don't know. What do you think? Should we put some more cheese in this?
Yes.
I think so. Let's do that. Katie, if you'll hand me that.
Always, always more cheese. You just tell me how that's looking.
Yeah. How about a
A little bit more.
Yeah, that's good. And I think we'll add just a tiny bit more milk.
Okay. So you really just want to add after you see the consistency it's
You really do.
taking.
You
Okay.
don't want it to be dry. You want it to be nice and moist. And
And then that cheese is melting already.
yeah, it is. Okay, I think it's good. It smells delicious.
Okay.
Okay. And then what we'll do, we're going to wait on the pasta to get ready, and then we'll stuff them and put them in the oven.
And then how long does this typically cook?
It takes, we cook it on 350, I think I said before, and it usually takes about between 20 and 30 minutes,
Okay.
maybe not quite 30 minutes. Like any casserole, you want to see it once it starts bubbling.
Yeah.
I guess about 10 minutes before it's finished, I'll add more cheese to the top. And I might turn it up a tad just
Okay.
so it will brown a little bit. but it's not necessary. It will definitely melt it.
Okay.
And it'll be good.
All right, how are these guys looking?
I think they're looking pretty good. I'll make sure they're not sticking.
Mm-hmm.
We might have a little stickage going on, but is that a word?
I think it's a word.
Yeah. And we will drain them. I use this towel right here.
Yeah, I can see why you'd want a shell that was a little bit thicker.
Yeah, all right. That works.
Looking good.
And it's rather hot, so let's take it to the sink and run some cold water. So here's the fun part.
Yes, I'm excited. My sleeves are rolled up.
Yes, with clean hands, and we'll get ready. We'll move this back just a tad. Okay, so what I do, I just pick one up.
Okay.
And here, you take one.
And you just use your hands.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And just fill it.
I want to see about how much you put in.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's, it's full.
It is. Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah. All right, and then you're going right into the pan.
And we just line them up.
Perfect.
Yep.
Sherry, mine is not as neat as yours.
Just have to play with it.
Does it matter if it's neat?
No. No, because we're going to pour the sauce over the top.
Sauce fixes everything.
Yeah.
It's like the makeup of food.
That's good. Yeah, that's good. I'll have to remember that.
And I guess if someone didn't want to get messy, you could always use a spoon to do this. But I'm not sure you're gonna get as overflowing.
Yeah, I think you're going to still end up being messy. So just go ahead.
You've learned.
Just dig in. That's right.
These look good.
This is like the first thing I ever cooked for my husband. Did I tell you that?
That is so sweet. No wonder you haven't changed the recipe.
I know. So it's kind of special.
Mm-hmm. I'm surprised you only make it, every so often.
Well, isn't that weird? Because it's so easy. I don't know why either. It's kind of like you only do deviled eggs at Easter. I mean, not everybody, but like the only
But a lot
time-
of times.
Yeah, the only time I think to do them.
Perfect.
Okay.
That is looking so good.
All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to pour the rest of the sauce
Okay.
over it. And again, use any sauce. If you have a favorite jar sauce, use that. Like I said, a lot of times I'll use a Prego. I mean, just your,
It can be any.
I would not get the one with the meat, just a traditional like sauce.
That was a perfect amount.
Was that not? Yeah, it is. So let's put some more cheese on top.
Yeah, let's do it.
More cheese.
You want more of both?
More of both. Yeah. Let's see. Let's put some Parmesan first.
Okay.
I don't know why. Just sounds good to me. Okay.
Beautiful.
And then you can do the honors with.
All right, how's that look?
I think it looks great.
It's a good start. I think this is ready for the oven.
We'll check it at 25.
Okay. So Sherry, while that's cooking, I want to hear a little bit more about you and Danny. Hi, if you don't mind.
No, I don't mind. I met Danny in college.
Okay.
Yeah, at JSU.
Oh.
And it was our third year in school. And we were living in the same apartment complex.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you met him in passing.
Well, yes, and then I was a little sister back when they had little sisters in fraternities for the fraternity that he was in.
Oh, nice.
So we would run into each other quite a bit.
Yeah. Okay, so when did you actually start dating?
Well, let's see. You know what? The first thing we called a date, he asked me if I would go shopping with him at the Lee outlet in Boaz.
Very romantic.
It was. So we did. We bonded over shopping.
Fun.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun.
And you mentioned this was one of his favorite dishes. When is the first time you made this for him?
Okay, well, it was his birthday. And he had a little job at, trying to think where he was working, at a bank. And, surprise. And he was at work, so I just surprised him. He never locked his door. He said, I don't even think I had a key. And so I just went in there with my little box, reading the directions, trying to figure it out. Never made it before. Yeah. And it turned out.
Clearly.
Yeah, it turned out.
You got married.
He loved it. Yeah. He said I was a keeper. So,
That's great.
so, yeah. We've been married for 31 years.
Wow. Well, that's lovely.
It's
I
worked.
like hearing that story.
Yeah,
And you still
thanks.
both look very happy.
Thanks. Yeah, we are.
Good.
We are. It's good. It's good.
What's your favorite thing about y'all's relationship?
We're very honest with each other, and we trust each other 100%.
That's huge.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm curious, do you have any dating advice that you've kind of picked up from your wisdom through dating Danny or throughout the years?
Yeah, this is something that dawned on me, and it was really more hindsight, I guess. But like when I would date other young men, there was always something I wanted to change. If he just did this or didn't do this or whatever, but then when I met Danny, it was just like it just all fit. There was nothing, that he should change drastically. So that was huge. That was huge for me, and that's just something you just have to know. That's just like instinct. Because I just don't think you can go into a marriage thinking, "Oh, I'll change that." You can't do that.
Seems like you're setting yourself up to fail in that way.
Yeah, I agree.
What about any marriage advice or anything you've learned or maybe wish you had known going into it?
That those things will come later that you want to change.
Sure. That evolves.
And then you just learn to how to handle them. Yeah, because it's just when you live with somebody, it's different.
Yeah.
You have different ways of. His mother taught him one way. My mother taught me another way. So we have to learn how to merge those, and ways together. And
well, and the learning part is, maybe if people can see it as learning and not something they need to fix, it's a little bit different.
Or fight over.
Right.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree.
Well, thanks for sharing. All right, Sherry, this is looking and smelling delicious, and I think we should try it.
Let's do it.
I'm glad we added more cheese.
That's good. Do you like it?
I can see why Danny married you. Thank you so much for showing us how to make this.
You're welcome. Thank you. This was fun.
It was so fun.
And I'm pretty sure that's why he married me too.
Thank you guys for watching us in the HomeTown Kitchen, and we'll see you next time.